looking at everyone in the Yi family. As I looked at those corpses, Yi Feng felt an overwhelming sense of emotion. My tribespeople, as Yi Feng's words echoed. The entire Yi family fell silent in an instant, in perfect unison. All eyes were on Yi Feng, looking at those fiery gazes. Yi Feng's expression was solemn. Shen King Zio Sha, you humiliated me before. I also looked down on you all. But today, you live like real men. Die like a true man. You are qualified to become a member of my Yi Feng's clan. Yi family. Ming died in battle, not living carelessly. Finished speaking. Yi Feng shifted his gaze, fixated on Yi Long and the Sikong family. In the depths of the eyes, kill the chicken to scare the monkey. Flow of my clan's blood. Desperate. Kill the people of my clan. Ultimate kill. You all. Damn it. Ah, Yi Feng's words. It felt like a bomb, exploding in the hearts of all the Yi family members. Let every member of the Yi family. It feels like the cells in my body are wrapping around me. Every member of the Yi family. I can feel the passion burning inside. Yi Fen, Yi Fen, Yi Fen. All the Yi family members. One by one, they were excited with flushed faces. They were shouting Yi Feng's name frantically, as if Yi Fen at this moment. They are their idols. It is their belief. Even if it means death, faith endures. Not just ordinary clansmen. Even Yi Fengchen, Yi Yunten, Yi Yunhai, and the senior executives. Everyone was excited with flushed faces. War in the shadows. This is the true Yi family, young master. Yi family, you died in battle, not living carelessly. Pill, pill, pill. Every person, everyone is screaming frantically. Even if I die in battle? So what? Even if it means exterminating a clan? So what? Faith is immortal. The Yi clan is immortal. In an instant, the situation within the entire Yi family courtyard. Crazy turnaround. Yi Long and Si Kong Tuo and others. Each of their faces looked extremely grim. They could never have imagined. The passion of the Yi family. Unexpectedly, Yi Feng's few words. It has been sparked. Damn it. Damn it. At this moment, Yi Long was extremely jealous of Yi Feng. He had never received such treatment from the Yi family. Now it has been obtained by Yi Feng. And, looking at the appearance of my own kin, it seems like Yi Feng is the god of the Yi family. Thinking of this, Yi Long, speaking to Sikong Tuo, father-in-law, this guy is Yi Feng. Kill him. Cash him. I will tear out his tendons. Peel his bones. Yi Long's voice, extreme resentment and hatred. And on the side, Sikong Jing said with a face full of resentment, "But this guy killed Jesse. It's him, forcing me to delete myself. Kill him. Quickly kill him. Sikong Jing. I hate Yi Feng to the core." Hearing these words, Sikong Tuo's expression was gloomy, almost dripping with water. He had eyes like brass bells, staring intently at Yi Feng. The tone is eerie and vicious. Yi Feng, HMPH, just an ant, finished speaking. Sikong Tuo waved his hand. Kill him. He was hacked to death with a flurry of blows. Pill, pill, pill. As Sikong Tuo's words fell, suddenly the elite forces of Sikong, like a flash of lightning, charging towards Yi Feng. These people, holding the steel knife tightly, formidable physique, especially in groups of 10 or more, that kind of momentum, as if a fierce pack of wolves, charging fiercely towards Yi Feng. Yi Feng, death, all Sikong elite, a sight of brutal ferocity, raise the steel knife. In unison, facing the place where Yi Feng is located, fell down fiercely. This scene, the Yi family members' expressions changed drastically. Cold sweat beads flowing down their cheeks. All my thoughts are for Yi Feng. Sweating nervously, Yi Feng stood quietly there, motionless, the corner of his mouth slightly raised, that touch of haze. Ferocious, it is blood. You killed my people. I will shatter you all. At present, Yi Feng looked at the machete on the ground, suddenly struck. Where's the cleaver on the ground? In an instant it soared. Yi Feng grabbed tightly. Then the figure moved. The entire person vanished into thin air. That's right. Under everyone's gaze, Yi Feng has disappeared. This scene. Let all the elite of the Sikong family. His expression changed. For some reason, an intense aura of murderous intent enveloped them all. That feeling. It feels like stepping into hell. Make everyone's scalp tingle. Explode. Sweat hair to thin. Not good. Quick retreat. The elite members of the Sikong family. Her complexion changed dramatically. At this moment, it's easy to retreat into madness. Just at that moment, Yi Feng's silhouette, as if like a ghost, appearing after the crowd. Swish, swish, swish. The cold light flickered open. Fast. Quick. Click. These blades of light like a shooting star. Then in an instant, when Yi Feng's machete was sheathed, all the elite members of the Sikong family around. Everyone's body is tense. This scene leave everyone stunned, regardless of being a member of the Yi family. It's still Sikong and the others. Everyone was fixated on this scene, full of confusion. They can't understand why the elite of the Sikong family, everyone stay in place, unmoved. Sap. However, at that moment, a piece of flesh slipped from the body of a Sekuo elite, and after that, let everyone, an unforgettable scene. It has appeared. Snap. Asterisk sound of a splash asterisk. Sep. On the bodies of all the Siquan elite. The flesh quickly slips down. In the blink of an eye, the originally fierce elite warriors of Shikong all turned into a pile of corpses. There won't be a complete corpse. Silent. This moment, the entire courtyard was deathly silent. Everyone looked at the ground covered in starry red, the scene of the sage. I can only feel the souls lost in confusion. Dead. They are all dead. How is this even possible? No matter if it's the Yi family, still Sikong Jongrem. I can hardly believe it. Everything I see, back and forth, in the blink of an eye. More than a dozen elite Siku, completely wiped out, especially that method. Simply a devil. Ah, after a brief silence, in the courtyard, it completely exploded. Every night, the family, almost frenzied with excitement, successfully killed over a dozen people. This is simply the devil's rebirth. Yifen, Yifen, Yifen. In an instant, the Yi family in the courtyard. Once again, they shouted Yi Feng's name. They each had an excited, flushed complexion, a face full of madness and worship. Even Yi Fencheng and Yi Yunshin, Yi Yunhai, shout out just as loudly. Yi Fen, this moment, completely engraved in the bones of every Yi family member, eternal and indestructible, not just the Yi family, even Sikong Tuo and those elderly men. It was quite a shock, looking at the dead bodies scattered all over the ground. Eyelids twitching. Episode 95. I fulfill you. Dead. They all died. In Sikong Tuo's gaze, filled with disbelief. All of this, it happened too quickly. Even He still hasn't fully seen what happened. Our elite force, then all will perish. This is simply unbelievable. Meanwhile, he long. My eyes nearly popped out. Impossible. This guy is clearly a waste. How is it possible to be this strong? This is impossible. Yi Fan. Yilong could not accept the reality before him. He never took Yi Feng seriously before. Now, it is also not taken seriously. But it's this unremarkable fellow. Now it really gave him a big scare. Only that ancient man. Seeing this scene, a hint of a fearful smile involuntarily appeared at the corners of my mouth. Indeed, this guy is the most dangerous existence. On the face of the elder, a deep bitterness spread out. He had previously advised Sekong Tuo, but the other party simply doesn't listen. And now, something has indeed happened. At that moment, Yi Feng pointed his blade. Come out. Die. Pah. This sentence. Let Sekong Tuo and those few old masters. The face turned pale as iron. The illustrious Sekong family of Jiangbei. When have I ever been looked down upon like this? Especially this person. Still just a young kid. You're asking for trouble. But, present moment, an old man showed almost no hesitation. Like lightning, rushed forward. This elderly man, tall stature, hair is gray, a pair of triangular eyes, like a poisonous snake, eerie and terrifying, especially his momentum, as if emerging from a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood, the demon from hell that crawled out, terrifying to the extreme. I see this person. Sekong Jing smiled at the corner of her mouth. He spoke to Yilong. Yilong, your cousin Yi Feng. This time I'm definitely doomed. And it will. A complete corpse cannot be found. Yilong Yizhen. And then, asked in doubt, Jing. This old gentleman rarely makes an appearance. Is he very impressive? Yilong was feeling anxious. Just now, Yi Feng. It really scared him. Upon hearing these words, Sekong Jing's lips, a cold smile spread across his face, shouted loudly at that moment. This is Elder Ba, that year in Jiangbei, one of the most terrifying monsters. There are a total of 8 families slaughtered by him, 13 major underground forces. He led to its downfall. In a lifetime, destruction of the soldiers, numerous troops at hand. Favorite way to kill. It means tearing a person into 8 pieces. The elder named Ba Shi. Sekong Jing didn't just talk to Yi Long, more like with Yi Feng. And all the Yi family members are saying he wants to use the reputation of Elder Ba. Saya Nio Yi Feng. Waiting for all the Yi family members. Indeed, after hearing Sekong Jing's words, all members of the Yi family, the complexion gradually changed, especially Yi Fengcheng and the older generation. When they heard Ba Shilao Ren, each one stands tall. The face was ashen. Ba Shi old man. He turned out to be from 13 years ago. Ten Sao Jianbei, the super madman who exterminates everything. That year in Jiangbei, there is an underground force. The tribe is called the Blood Frenzy Tribe. At that time, this faction, almost unified, the underground forces of the entire Jiangbei province. Crazy for a while, but in the end, because a high-ranking official insulted the Ba Shi elder, overnight, Guangzhou tribe, decimated. That's right. At that time, Guangzhou tribe can't find a body. Complete corpse. Murder method. Terrifying beyond measure. I remember now. At that time, Ba Shi old man, designated as an SSS-level maniac. A reward of 10 million for capture. A sensation at the time. but he seemed to have vanished into thin air, disappeared without a trace. I didn't expect that. He unexpectedly hid within the Sikong family. But, in an instant, all members of the family, tingling spell. They looked at the tall Bashi elder, a community of different ethnic groups. I could only feel my whole body trembling, face full of horror and despair. This is an old demon. All the Yi family members, at this moment, looking at Yifeng with a worried expression. Bihe. Just then, Elder Bashi, a ray of light shone, a sinister and eerie smile, his slanted eyes fixed intently on Yifeng. Xiao Dajong, do you want to help the Yi family take revenge? Bihe. Just now, I have killed a total of 13 people. There are 2 of them. They are children around 8 or 9 years old. Speaking, Bashi elder raised his palm. On the 5 fingers, blood continued to flow down. I will tear them all apart. Their blood is truly marvelous. I don't know. How is your blood? What? Hearing the terrifying words of Elder Ba, every member of the Yi family felt like their hearts were being pierced. Even the children are not spared. This Bashi elder, it's simply a madman. Even Yifeng. The expression darkened instantly. Elder Bashi, since you like it so much, tear people into pieces. So I fulfill you. The elder Bashi was taken aback. A sudden surge of killing intent. Draw the sword. Good. Very good. Xiao Dajong, you are quite bold. However, the more reckless a person is, die faster. You should die. The words fell. The old Ba master flickered, as if a demon, towards Yifeng, rushed to kill. Boop. Fast as lightning. The vicious force is like a ghost. Just entered the front. His claws, directly at Yifeng's body. Tear it off fiercely. 8. Yifeng's clothes, clawed by the beast, tear off a piece in an instant. Seeing this scene, Yifeng frowned. The old man Ba's face. It was a thick, eerie smile. Die. Swish, swish, swish. In an instant, old Master Ba, attacking Yifeng furiously. His claws, as if made of diamond. Trees, shitu, steel frame. It was crushed by him, especially his speed, incredibly fast. Like many members of the Yi family, hard to see clearly. As Yifeng stepped back, Elder Bashi forced into relentless retreat. Seeing this scene, Yi Long and Si Kong Jing's faces immediately filled with a deep sense of pleasure. Bihi, this little brat, it's really over. I am now eager to take a look. He was torn to pieces. Yi Long had a sinister look on his face, and Sekong Jing, with a deep, lingering smile. Kill him. He howled in pain. Make him wish he were dead. The hatred of the 2 towards Yifeng, simply penetrating to the bone. At this moment, Yifeng was retreating continuously, and it becomes even more satisfying. Just at that moment, Bigbid, after Yifeng took a step back, the whole person's figure, in an instant, steady yourself. It turns out there is no greater fault. The corners of his mouth, a faintly wicked curve. Before, he just wanted to take a look. The attack methods of this old Master Ba. But now, utterly disappointed. I must say, your attack is too weak. What? Hearing Yifeng's words, not just the old Master Ba, even Yi Long and Sikong Jing and others, also has a face full of disbelief. This kid is being pushed back step by step. Now, how could you say that? The opponent is too weak. Simply an absolute idiot. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Then. Okay, okay. Good. 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 Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Good. I can't believe it. The demon of Jiangbei gathers to vanish, unexpectedly being ravaged at this moment, torn apart by others. This is too harmful. Even the Yi family. I completely dreamed it. They watched the scene. The old man was torn into 8 pieces. The entire courtyard is eerily silent. Everyone looked at Yi Feng, who was covered in blood. It felt like looking at a devil, especially when Yi Feng's gaze suddenly swept over, switched to Sikong Tuo and the others. They actually shivered. It felt as if a fierce beast was watching, sending chills down the spine. You will die. Yi Feng's words immediately made Sikong Tuo and the others feel a chill run down their spines, especially the few old men at the back. The atmosphere was filled with a gloomy expression resembling the act of slaughtering the chicken. Good. What a heartless and ruthless little bastard! Unexpectedly tore apart the elder brother of the 8th Division. You are damned. That's right. Kill him. Avenge the 8th Division. I want to chop him into minced meat. An elder brother from the 8th Division is in the spirit of heaven. The sound of harsh words filled the air. The old men seemed to flash like lightning, suddenly sprang out. Talk, talk, talk. There are always 4 people. Kiki surrounded Ye Feng. Only the elder remained standing in place. Motionless, there was no intention to intervene at all. Looking at the 4 old men, Sikong Jing's fear faded away. A deep and warm smile spread. Evil ghost elder, skilled at shattering every bone in a person's body, cramping while drumming. Grandpa ghost hand, a metal hand swept through everything, the best way to dig into the heart. Cold killing grandpa, I love to crush people's skulls. Soul snatcher elder, the best sickle severed the limbs. Sikong Jing looked at the 4 elders in the arena, introducing Yi Long. They are all 4 of them, a terrifying presence known alongside Elder Bashi. What? Yi Long was startled. He looked at the 4 old men. I never thought of that. These 4 people are all connected to the elder of the 8 masters. A terrifying existence of equal fame, especially the 4 of them working together. That kind of momentum absolutely can crush everything. Thinking of this, Ilong's face was full of excitement. Good, truly worthy of the Sikong noble family. Indeed, experts are as plentiful as fish. This time, I see this little rascal. How to not die? Yilong and Sikong Jing both had smiles on their faces. Yi Feng is capable of defeating anyone. But how can one defeat 4? Thinking of this, Yilong and Sikong Jing, as if already seen, Yi Feng was brutally beaten to death, a scene of devastation. The joy reached its peak. On the other end, the Yi family members all looked extremely grim. An elder from the 8 masters is indeed formidable. Then the 4 of them acted together. That was simply terrifying. Thinking of this, the entire Yi family is deeply worried about Yi Feng. At that moment, the evil old man stared intently at Yi Feng. The eerie voice said, Kid, your whole body's bones. I have made a reservation. I will smash them all one by one. This sentence falls. Looking back, Lan Sha, the chilling voices of the 3 ruthless souls. It rang again. His heart, it is mine. I want his head. The scene of explosion. It must be really exciting. Hehe. Those 3 people, those 4 belong to me. The 4 elders, each one more ruthless than the last. Only their words. It sends chills down one's spine. Especially, in their eyes, Yi Feng was like a lamb with a tether. Prepare for slaughter. Good. Very good. Yi Feng was amused by the 4 elders. He stared intently at the 4 of them. The curve of his lips grew increasingly sinister. Bon, art, and limbs. Since you have chosen your fate, then we can hit the road now. Finished speaking. Yifeng stepped forward. The road to hell is long. I'll see you off. Ush. This sentence, arrogant to the extreme, immediately stunned the four elders. Suddenly her complexion changed. A dark blue hue enveloped everything. They didn't expect. The four of us joined forces. This kid, not the slightest bit of fear, yet still arrogant as ever. And since that's the case, Zio Dajan, you can die. The cold killer elder is the most ruthless. After saying this, first they lunged at Yifeng with their blades. Dai, brushing Lang Sha's big hand at Yifeng's head, severely grasped. He wants to crush Yifeng's skull. I'd, seeing the evidence. Yifeng, Yifeng. Yifeng smiled faintly. It's just this smile. So airy. Such terror. Brush. Just as Lang Sha was about to get close, Yifeng seemed like a ghost. Flickered and vanished. When he appeared again, it has already turned cold behind Lang Sha. Not good. Be careful, Lang Sha. The faces of the other three elders changed dramatically. Startled and frightened. There's no need to overthink it right now. Bai and Bao rushed forward. Want to rescue. But Lang Sha only felt the whole person. It felt as if I had stepped into hell. A chill spread throughout my body. Damn it. A sudden sound rustled behind my head. Lang Sha originally was instinctively easy to dodge. However, at that moment, a fair hand, like a flash of lightning, grabbed his head, and then one diamond. Episode 96. The road to hell is long. I'll see you off. Pechai. Blood dart sword. An arm. Instantly thrown away. This moment, the elderly man in his 80s changed his expression drastically. The whole person felt like their eyes were about to burst. Broken off. His arm. It was unexpectedly torn apart. How is this possible? Not just the elderly of 80. Yilong and everyone from the Sikon family. Her complexion was exquisite. They couldn't believe it. A dignified 80-year-old. I can't believe I was beaten by a young punk. Torn arm. This is just the beginning. The next scene, let everyone fall into the iced cellar. He fang-kicked. Kicked the 80-year-old man to the ground. And then the soles of the feet. He stepped heavily on his chest, making it difficult for him to break free. And then a hand reaches out. Catch the 80-year-old. Another arm. Aided. The sound of the saint's tear. Once again, it rang out. The elderly man with the other arm. Like a piece of paper. Ripped off violently. No, that overwhelming pain. Sweep away the elderly of the 80. Every cell. The pain made him tremble all over. Cold sweat of panic. Like flowing water. Lie down. He could never have imagined in his dreams. My most skilled method of killing. How could someone? Applied to oneself. Looking into Yifeng's eyes. The soul of the 80-year-old is lost and confused. Hurry and shout loudly. Stop. Stop it now. I said, I begged for mercy. Let me go. Let me go. 80-year-old man in the chest. He is still alone. When encountering someone as ruthless as Yifeng, he was scared, thoroughly scared. Beg for mercy. Upon hearing this, Yifeng's lips, a thick, cold sneer emerged. If my people plead for mercy, will you let them go? If those two kids beg for mercy, will you let them go? You killed them. Then I'll kill you. You tore them apart. Then I will tear you apart. Finished speaking. Yifeng kicked. stepping on the chest of the 80-year-old man. Then a large hand reached out. In an instant he grasped his left leg. This moment, within the entire Yi family courtyard, besides the piercing screams, the atmosphere is extremely oppressive. Everyone stared at the chaotic scene before them, swallowing hard and spitting. Even the back is soaked with sweat, all without loss. The scene before me, as if a raging giant beast, tearing apart a lamb, that kind of caution. Even Sekong Tuo and the elders behind him, also, one by one, their eyelids twitched violently, full of guilt. Yi Long and Sekong Jing, completely stunned. The two swallowed hard. A look of disbelief spread across his face. They couldn't believe it. I can't believe it either. The mighty demon Juzayo who dominates Jiangbei, unexpectedly being trampled at this moment, torn apart by others. This is too harmful. Even the Yi family was completely in a dream. They looked at the center of the arena. Yi Feng as fierce as a demon. I can't connect him with that timid guy from before. Connected together, not eating. When the eighth piece was violently torn apart, the old man's scream come to an abrupt halt. The old man of the 8th Division was torn into 8 pieces. Respect, the entire courtyard was deathly silent. Everyone looked at the center of the arena. Yi Feng covered in blood. It felt like looking at a devil, especially when Yi Feng's gaze, with a swipe, switched to Sekong Tuo and the others. They all shuddered, as if being targeted by a ferocious beast, shivering without the cold. "You all die," Yi Feng's words. Suddenly it made Sekong Tuo and the others. My scalp feels tingly, especially those old men at the back. One by one, their faces turned grim, filled with killing chickens. Good. What a heartless and ruthless little brat! Unexpectedly tore apart the elder brother from the 8th Division. You are damned. That's right. Kill him. Avenge the 8th Division. I want to chop him into meat. An elder brother from the 8th Division in the spirit of heaven. Words filled with the essence of slaughter echoed. The few old men, like a flash of lightning, suddenly rushed out. Talk, talk, talk. There are always 4 people. Kiki surrounded Yi Feng inside. Only the elder, still standing in the same place. Motionless, there was no intention to strike at all. Looking at the 4 old men, Sekong Jing's fear faded away. A thick smile spread across. Evil ghost elder, skilled at shattering every bone in a person's body. Not bones and draw tendons. Ghost hand grandpa. A powerful iron hand sweeps through effortlessly. The best way to dig into the heart. Cold killer grandpa. I love to crush people's skulls. Soul snatcher elder. The best side cuts off limbs. At this moment, Sekong Jing, looking at the 4 elderly men in the arena, introducing Yi Long. The 4 of them. It's all about the 8 Master Elder. A terrifying existence on par with others. But Yi Long was startled. He looked at the 4 old men. How could I have thought of that? These 4 people are all connected to the elder of the 8 masters. A terrifying existence of equal renown, especially when the 4 join forces. That kind of momentum, absolutely capable of crushing everything. Thinking of this, Yi Long's face was full of excitement. Good, truly worthy of the Sekong prestigious family. Indeed, masters are like fish. This time, I see this little rascal. How to not die. Yi Long and Sekong Jing had smiles on their faces. Yi Feng can defeat 1, but how can I defeat 4? Thinking of this, Yi Long and Sekong Jing, as if already seen. Yi Feng was brutally beaten to death, a scene of utter devastation. It's almost at its peak. On the other end, the Yi family all looked extremely grim. An elder from the Eight Masters is indeed formidable. Then the four of them acted together. That was absolutely terrifying. Thinking of this, all members of the Yi family, concern for Yi Feng only deepens. Yi Feng does not stop. At that moment, the evil old man stared intently at Yi Feng. The eerie voice said, "Kid, all the bones in your body, I have made a reservation. I will smash them all one by one." This sentence falls. Looking back, Langsha, the haunting voices of the three merciless souls. It rang again. His heart, it is mine. I want his head. The scene of being crushed. It must be very thrilling. Hey, those limbs belong to me. These four elders, each one more ruthless than the last. Just their words. It sends chills down one's spine. Especially in their eyes, Yi Feng was like a lamb on a leash. Prepare for slaughter. Good. Very good. Yi Feng was amused by the four elders. He stared intently at the four of them. The curvature of the mouth became increasingly fierce. Bone, art, and limbs, since you have chosen your way to die. So, we can hit the road now. Finished speaking. Yi Feng stepped forward. The road to hell is long. I will see you off for a while. Page. This sentence, arrogant to the extreme, immediately made the four elders. The expression suddenly changed. A deep shade of blue. They did not expect. The four of us teamed up. This kid. Not only was there no fear at all. Instead, they remained arrogant as ever. Okay, since that's the case. Little bastard. You can die. The cold killer elder is the most fierce. After saying this, first they attacked Yi Feng with daggers. Dai, brush, Ling Sha's big hand at Yi Feng's head. Grab it fiercely. He wants to crush Yi Feng's skull. And, seeing this scene, Yi Feng smiled slightly. It's just this smile, that kind of eeriness, such terror. Brush, just as Ling Sha was about to get close, Yi Feng seemed. Yi Feng's waist bell flickered and vanished. When he reappeared, it has already become cold behind Ling Sha. Not good. Be careful, Ling Sha. The faces of the other three elders changed dramatically. Surprised and frightened. Don't rush to think too much right now. I and Bao rushed forward, want to save each other. But Ling Sha only felt. It felt as if he had stepped into hell. A chilling cold enveloped me completely. Damn it. A sudden sound arises from behind. Ling Sha instinctively wanted to dodge. However, at that moment, a white, slender hand, like a flash of lightning, grabbed his head. And then, a diamond. Episode 97. Press. You are really asking for trouble. Click. With a sound of shattering, Ling Sha felt his whole body freeze instantly. In his eyes, filled with deep terror, and unbelievable, and the head was brutally crushed. How is that possible? One move, just one move. Yi Feng then used the method of killing that Ling Sha is best at. Kill him on the cold, stiff face, still wearing a ghostly expression, as if until death. Can't believe in myself. Instantly defeated in one move. Then the body of the cold killer slammed hard onto the ground, as if struck heavily. Crush everyone's heart with your legs. Did Sikon Tuo's eyes almost fell out. How is this possible? Lang Sha was with old man Bashi, equal existence, and Bashi Laoran can force Yi Feng to retreat step by step. But Lang Sha is cold. How could I be defeated in one move? Sikon Tuo, I can't believe my eyes at all. Dennett. At that moment, only the evil old man appeared, staring in horror at Yifeng, both startled and angry. This guy is hiding his strength. Quick, quickly retreat. The old demon is not foolish. Leng Sha was defeated in one move. Surely they must. Still unable to defeat Yifeng. Even if three people join forces, there seems to be no chance of winning. Present moment, evil ghost elder. Without the slightest hesitation, the whole person seemed like a ghost. Constant retreat, not just him, the old man with the ghostly hand beside me, and the soul-snatching old man. I feel a similar tingling on my scalp. Constant retreat. Quick, quick, quick. The three rushed forward quickly. Now it's a violent retreat. Faster. In the blink of an eye, it suddenly darted more than 10 meters. However, at that moment, a cold wind blew through. Next, touch-eye, a dull sounding. Ghost hand old man. The whole body trembled violently. He lowered his head, suddenly saw a fair hand. Pierced his own back heart. It pierced through the chest. On that fair hand, a heart full of passion. Within the palm of the hand, having a heart, crimson heart, Budwang. The heart still beats. Dai's heart red blood, lost in the fields. This scene makes one's scalp tingle. The heart that holds on tightly. The figure of the old man with the ghostly hand, completely stiff. His eyes staring intently. The heart within the fair palm, face full of desolation. He loves to dig out people's hearts. And now, but the heart was locked away and dug out. The corpse of the ghost hand fell heavily to the ground. This moment, the entire courtyard fell into silence. Then, another swift kill. It's the most familiar method of murder again. This is too creepy. Every person, looking down at the cold ground, with the corpse of the ghost hand. Everyone feels their eyelids twitching wildly. They cannot imagine. This has been going on for a while. In just a few seconds. Two great demons. Then he was killed in 2 moves. This is simply like a tale from the Arabian Nights. Devil. He is a devil. The soul-catching old man completely lost control. He looked at the night wind in terror, full of disbelief. You should know. Leng Sha and Gui Shu. No one is weaker than him. But now, Kiki perished. This had a profound impact on him. It's simply unimaginable. The soul-snatching old man did not run towards the Sikong family direction. Instead, towards the outside of the family. Fled in a panic. He just wants to run. The farther you run, the better. Completely leave this devil. He just ran to the family's door. Brush. A streak of flowing light sliced through. A leg that steals souls. In an instant fly. The soul-snatching elder drew his gun. Fell to the ground. He saw his thigh. Kai Shui Dan. The blood of Xing'an. Like a fountain, generally surging out. Like my lead. The forehead of the soul-snatching elder. Sweat poured out in thick drops. He looked at the night breeze. In the expression of their eyes, desperate with fear. Night winds, spare me. I will atone. I am willing to work hard like an ox or a horse. Come to the family to confess. Please, I beg you, spare me. I can be a dog for the night family. Soul-snatching old man. The soul-snatcher does not want to die. He is the famous supergiant fish. There exists a demon that dominates the Jiangbei region. He just wants to live, even if it means living like a dog. I want to be a dog. The night wind at the corner of my lips. committing a touch of wicked confusion. In the gaze, the cold light flickers. All right, just be a dead dog. Finished speaking, with a swing of the steel knife in hand. Flapping wings. Another leg. Threw it into the air. Swish, swish, swish. The fleeting light of time flows back. The soul-binding old man had his limbs severed. The desperate cries of the seven forces echoing throughout the courtyard. Soul-snatching old man, better to be dead than alive, especially that red heart's fresh blood. Spurt it out. You will soon bleed to death. But the night wind has disappeared. Take a glance at him. He turned around towards the evil spirit elder, walking slowly. The sound of footsteps sounded out, as if stepping on. The heart of the evil ghost elder let him show his expression, growing increasingly pale. Bastard. The evil old man was drenched in cold sweat, eyelids twitching. He had never seen it. The night wind is such a ruthless force. As if in the other person's eyes, wait for others. Like an ant, one hand can kill. What should I do? What should I do? The evil ghost elder knows. Even begging for mercy. It is undoubtedly fatal. At that moment the gaze shifted, instantly fixated on Yifeng Cheng. In an instant, the evil ghost elder was overjoyed, with hardly any hesitation. Swiftly dodged Yifeng Cheng, held tightly by the neck, caught in hand. Little bastard. Stop right there. The old man's lips curled into a sinister smile. Laughter echoes continuously. He doesn't believe it. The night breeze can see with its own eyes. My grandfather died. Now kneel down on the ground. I will spare your grandfather's life. Otherwise, I will crush his throat. The evil old man had a wild grin on his face. Someone has their sights set. His confidence soared. Meanwhile, Sikong Tuo and the others originally wanted to sneak away quietly, but upon seeing this scene, everything came to a stop, let out a long sigh. They know. Yifeng just needs to follow through. Then it's definitely over. Thinking of this, Sikong Tuo and others, on each face, brimming with intense excitement and ferocity. This moment, Yifeng Cheng's face turned ashen. He stared at Yifeng, shouted wildly, Yifeng, don't listen to him. Kill him. Quickly kill him. To avenge the reader. Yifeng Cheng had a face full of despair, and around all members of the Yi family, her complexion was extremely pale. Big. At that moment, a sound of footsteps emerged. Let the evil ghost old man. His complexion changed drastically. Little bastard. I said, hurry up and stop. Kneeling on the ground. Otherwise, I killed your grandfather. He didn't expect. Yifeng unexpectedly rushed forward, kneeling on the ground. Yifeng's lips, with a hint of a cold smile. My life as Yifeng. Do not kneel to the heavens. Do not kneel. Only kneel for oneself. You. This is truly seeking death. When these words were spoken, Yifeng's eyes, Yifeng, a faint purple light, flickering out. Ziji Madao. It is a soul. After seeing Yifeng's purple eyes, the evil old man was taken aback. A look of daze and confusion appeared on her face. Immediately realized. His face changed drastically. Damn it. This is hypnosis. Evil spirit. The old man did not expect. I actually fell for it. If it weren't for a strong will, it is likely that Yifeng is in control. He was just momentarily distracted. Already enough, Yifeng's figure, like a flash of lightning, has sneaked to the border. A steel fist smashed heavily onto the shoulder of the evil old man. Click. The old demon's entire being was knocked away by the sound, just right in his body, not yet fallen to the ground. Yifeng had already rushed over. "Do you play the drums?" "I like it." Yifeng's icy voice sounded. In quick succession fists flew, hit the old evil spirit. Snap, snap. The sound of shattering was like a violent riot. The sound rises and falls. Evil ghost elder, the whole person seemed like a sandbag, constantly being knocked away. A proud and fierce howl of anguish echoed throughout the entire courtyard. Episode 98, The Guardian of the Sikong Family. Thud, when the body of the evil spirit elder fallen to the ground, the entire Yi family courtyard, a deathly silence enveloped the scene. Elderly demon, the whole person seemed like a broken burlap sack, dropped on the ground. His entire body was shattered to pieces, like a limp piece of mud on the ground. As eyes, it has completely frozen. It was filled with intense fear and astonishment, as if before death, suffered immense pain and fear. That expression, as if encountering a devil, but looking at the corpse of the evil old man. Yilong and Si Kan Jing swallowed hard. A hot flow surged between my legs, but it was so scary that I nearly wet myself. 4 great masters, all were defeated in one move. Is he a human or a ghost? Yilong fell to the ground. A boundless terror surround him. He couldn't believe it. It's hard to believe. The old Yifeng, timid and cowardly, and now Yifeng, like a devil or a ghost. It's hard to believe it's just one person. Da da da. At this moment, Yifeng slowly walked towards Sikong Tuo and the others. With each step he took, it felt as if I wasn't stepping on the ground, but rather the human heart. Let Sikong Tuo and the 3 of them. The expression grew increasingly grim, becoming increasingly pale. Yifeng. At this moment, Sikong Tuo stepped forward. He spoke to Yifeng with a face full of apprehension. "I have to admit, you are very strong. Can obliterate us, the powerful members of the Sikong family. You deserve my attention." Speaking, Sikong Tuo glanced at Sikong Jing. "How about this? We turn weapons into peace. As long as you are my assistant, I will marry my daughter Sikong Jing to you. Let you become one of us, members of the Sikong family, the fast son-in-law." What? This sentence. Yilong's expression changed drastically. He never expected. At this critical moment of life and death, the first thing Sikong Tuo did, this is to recruit Yifeng. Discarding oneself. Once Yifeng agrees, so not only did the other party become the dragon-in-law of the Sikwang family. Will certainly not let myself off the hook. Yilong's face was ashen. This is just the beginning. Sikong Tuo continued to tempt. "Yifan, as long as you agree, we, the Sikong family, I will do my best to help the Yi family revive. Once I am 100 years later, you can even take charge of the Sikong family. Become the head of the Sikong family. How are you?" Pause. This sentence. Yilong's eyes turned red. He is excited. He is crazy. Sikong Tuo's conditions. So tempting. It's simply going to drive Yifeng crazy. Being trained as the heir of the Sikong family. Don't say it was Yilong. Even if it were anyone else, it will also make your heart race. Just Sikong family. What is that thing? A word from Yifeng. Sikong Tuo's expression instantly stiffened. This is just the beginning. Immediately after that, Yifeng stared intently at Sikong Tuo and said, "You killed my people. Damn it. You leave the blood of my clan. Damn it. You won't leave alive. Yifeng's words let Sikong Tuo's expression be. In an instant, everything turned pale. He did not expect facing such tempting invitations from oneself. Yifeng actually refused, especially feeling Yifeng's killing intent. Sikong Tuo's expression, a chilling coldness enveloped everything. Yifeng, it seems you really are refusing the toast and opting for the penalty drink. You think that? I am Sikong Hao Main. Is this all the power you have? I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. Sikong Tuo was filled with boundless ambition, and his words startle everyone. The Sikong family, a total of 6 masters. 5 people have died now, but many people do not know. Besides the 6 masters, we still have a guardian deity. What? This sentence. The faces of the family members changed drastically. They cannot imagine. Sikong family, there are still hidden cards to play. And now, that guardian deity is the greatest reliance of the Sikong family, not just the Yi family. Even Sikong Jing and the ancient master, hearing these words, what a surprise! Could it be that father? I have already summoned the ghost-headed camel. Sikong Jing shivered all over. That kind of expression, as if seeing a ghost. And the elder, it made my scalp tingle even more. As if Gui Tu Tuo, it could scare him out of his wits. In Jianan and Jianbei, there has always been a legend. Will we night walk? The gods retreat. No ghosts. There are 5 people. They belong to a mysterious force. Over 20 years traversing the Jianan and Jianbei regions. Weird, bloodthirsty, cruel. As if they are synonymous with them. No one has seen their true appearance. Because of the people I've seen, everyone is already dead. Ergui 220, it is simply one without ghosts. Old man, at this moment my eyelids are twitching wildly. His expression was one of shock, muttering to oneself, Sikong family, once there was a kindness shown to Gui Tu Tuo. The other party agreed to make a move 3 times. First strike. It was 8 years ago. The 4 great families of Jianbei, alliance to attack the Sikong family. There were more than 20 skilled experts. Every person due by Bashit. The old man still needs to be tough. The downfall of the Sikong family is imminent. Saying, the elder seemed to recall the scene from that time. An old face as white as paper. But at the moment of annihilation, Kui Tutuo has appeared. He seemed like a ghost summoned from the darkness of night. 1 punch per person. Recite it again. Crushing the 4 great families. Over 20 experts. Every expert. All were brutally smashed by him. He seemed like a raging killing machine. Wherever I go, fields of corpses. After saying this, the elder's gaze turned towards Yifeng, filled with compassion. I didn't expect that. The Sikong family actually summoned him. This is his 2nd attempt. This little guy, escaping the inevitable disaster. The elder was muttering to himself, but he long beside him. I can hear it clearly. A strong flush appeared on his face. Horror and ecstasy. Neo-Ren, it turns out. There's another ace up the sleeve. Turn to look at Yifeng, in the expression of one's emotions, exuding a crazed ferocity and chilling aura. Little bastard, you're finished. You're dead meat. Yilong and Sikong Jing, among others. Ecstatic. And the members of the Yi family, face like ashes. They know. This is the resistance of a wealthy family. Yifeng is even stronger. How to surpass the resistance of the Sikong family? In an instant, the Yi family was filled with despair. But at this moment, footsteps echoing. A sound came from the gate of the Yi family. This sound is not loud, but it fell on everyone's ears. Yet like heavenly thunder rumbles, everyone turned their gaze, looking towards the entrance. The expression was tense to the extreme. It felt as if there were devils there. About to walk out, the another sound of footsteps approaches. Among everyone, in the gaze filled with despair, a group of people in black clothes. From the darkness stepped out. These people, all dressed in black, black pants, black mask, as if a group of ghosts walking in the dark night. A chilling bloodlust permeates the air, especially the one in the lead. With every step he takes, the ground seemed to be trembling, like a moving humanoid monster. The latter, a chilling breath. I see this person. Sikong Tuo and the others were overjoyed. Kui Tu Tuo, this is their guardian deity. Present moment. Sikong Tuo and the others hurried forward, facing the leader in black. One attacked skillfully. Welcome, esteemed sir. Hope the adult makes a second move. Help me eliminate this person. Speaking, Sikong Taku refers to Yi Feng. He seemed to have already seen. Yi Feng's tragic end was typical. Yi Feng, the expression also brightened. He also came from the one who was in charge. The man in black smelled a hint of danger. This person, absolutely after my rebirth, encountered the strongest person, like the old man by Bashi, over 10 times stronger. Da da da. At this moment, led by Ghost Head Tuo, a group of people in black clothing, stepping towards Yi Feng, their momentum overwhelmingly grand, as if a group of vengeful spirits, a chilling cold that sends shivers down the spine. Just in this group of black-clad individuals walked up to Yi Feng. Swish, swish, swish. Every person, one by one, they knelt on one knee. The sound of power resounds through the heavens. Greetings, Master. Episode 99. This Way of Dying. Are you satisfied? Yi Long and Si Kan Jing. I saw the ghostly figure, leading a group of men in black, walking towards Yi Feng. On the faces of the two, a thick, sinister smile spread across his face. Even if it's Yi Feng, what does it matter how strong you are? Could it be that he? It's even better than the Wu Wei. Gui Tu Tuo is unyieldingly strong. This is truly a supergiant thought. A master like the old Bai Bashi, stronger than 10 times over. Yi Long and Si Kan Jing, a face full of joy. They seemed to have already seen. Yi Feng was carried by the ghostly head, torn apart. That smile on the face reached the peak of excitement. Just at that moment, greetings, Master. This one, a thunderous roar echoed through the air, led Yi Long and Si Kan Jing. The smile on the face, completely frozen. What did they hear? Zhu Zhuren. The two looked utterly confused. Until I can see clearly. Gui Tu Tuo and others. A group of people in black clothing. Unexpectedly, they all knelt on one knee, kneeling before Yi Feng. I only felt a loud bang. My mind went completely blank. Gui Tu Tuo. Kneeling on the ground, I called out, Master Yi Feng. How is this possible? Not just Yi Long and Si Kan Jing. Even Si Kan Tuo and the elder. Also with a blank expression. They can't even. Trust your own eyes. The esteemed guardian of the Sikong family unexpectedly recognized Yi Feng as the master. This is so damn. What exactly happened? At that moment, Sikong Tuo, both shocked and angry, hurried to the front of Gui Tu Tuo, spoke hurriedly. Adult, you have mistaken the wrong person. This guy, They are the enemies of the Sikong family, not your master. Finished speaking. Sikong Tuo had a murderous look on his face, staring at Yifeng. Fast, quickly kill him. He aims to annihilate the Sikong family. So, can only die. I understand. A phrase from Sikong Tuo. Let Gitu Tuo frown. At a glance, you hit it all out. He struck Sikong Tuo fiercely. Take the whole person. Flown 3 to 4 meters away. Fell to the ground, spurting fresh blood, if the master it is. Kill without mercy, the cold, sinister voice of Gui Tu Tuo. Let the Sikong family. Everyone was astonished. How is that possible? How did Gui Tu Tuo identify Yifeng? You are your own master. This, simply unbelievable. Not just them. Even Yifeng frowned. You have mistaken the wrong person. Yifeng's words. Let Gui Tu Tuo and others. I shivered all over, hastily said, Master, we did not mistake the person. The Dark Knight only recognizes tokens. And your bracelet. It is the token of the Dark Knight. Bearer of the token, the new master of the Dark Knight. What? The words of Gui Tu Tuo. Let Yifeng feel disgusted. He glanced at the stone bracelet on his wrist. I never would have thought. This is the token. And this bracelet, it's that girl, Zur. A gift to myself. That being said, Yifeng's gaze flickered. He knows that Zur is extraordinary, yet it still surprised him. Master, in the Dark Knight, there are 3 kings and 5 ghosts. 12 great families. I am Gui Tu Tuo, one of the 5 ghosts. Salutations. New master. Finished speaking. Gui Tu Tuo crawled on the ground, a face full of accomplishments. And behind him, all the men in black, all in place, crawling on the ground. Meet the new master. Salute the new master. Meeting the new master. Crazy shouts echoing throughout the family courtyard. Everyone was shocked to the extreme, especially the resolute aura of these men in black. It seemed that as long as Yifeng gave the order, even if it means letting them commit suicide, I won't hesitate either. Not at all. This is simply incredible. Thud. Sikong Tuo fell to the ground. His face was ashen. His sternum, broken by the ghostly head, over 10 were snapped. Blood continues to flow from the corner of the mouth. He couldn't even imagine it in his dreams. The biggest support for oneself. It turns out to be Yifeng's servant. Finished. Completely finished. And next to Sikong Tuo, that ancient man, shivering all over, face full of despair. I knew it. Don't mess with this guy. Indeed, something big has happened. Yilong and Sikong Jing had long been scared stiff on the ground. They want to run, but was shocked to discover my own legs. It felt as if I was used to being led. Extremely heavy, make it difficult for them to move at all. On the contrary to them, family members, ecstasy reached its peak. Master, Yifeng is actually the master of Gui Tu Tuo. This is too shocking. Every member of the Yi family, looking at Yifeng's gaze, as if seeing a deity, filled with fervent worship. Then, at that moment, Yifeng turned his footsteps, slowly walking towards Sikong Tuo. Yifeng, what do you want to do? Sikong Tuo felt his scalp explode. The present is constantly moving backwards. You can't kill me. I am the head of the Sikong family. I am Jianbei Junai. As long as you don't kill me, I can give you many, many things. What do you want? What do I give? Sikong Tuo's face was filled with despair. He is now. Just hope to leave behind a life, even if it costs him dearly. All is fine. What do you want? What to give? Yi Feng heard this. The corner of his mouth lifted. Immediately after that, a glimmer of cold light bursting out from the eyes. I want your life. But Sikong Tuo was taken aback. The souls are flourishing, desiring to flee. However, at that moment, a paw hit him hard, kicked to the ground, and then a kick. He thumped hard on his head. Click! The sound of the mouth echoed. Sikong Tuo's eyes, moment frozen. The prominent figure of Jiangbei, stomped to death, died a year. But this scene. Furthermore, it concerns Yi Long and Sikong Jing. Totally scared, the two of them fell with a splash. Kneeling on the ground, bowing is like a counter-calculation. Yi Feng, spare me. Please spare me this time. Yi Feng passed. Cousin, I am also a member of the Yi family. We are all one family. You can't kill me. Yi Long and Sikong Jing were thoroughly frightened. They looked at Yi Feng with their gazes, terrifying like a devil. If I had known earlier, Yi Feng is fierce and powerful. What did the two say before? Nor willing to oppose him. Just, at that moment, a fair, large hand, silently probing out. But he grabbed Sikong Jing by the neck. He lifted him into the air. Sikong Jing seemed just like a little chick, struggling endlessly. But Yi Feng's large hand, like a pair of iron pliers, no matter how he struggles. It is also difficult to break free even a little. I said so. I don't like hitting women, but I like to kill women. Yi Feng stared intently at Sikong Jing. The corner of the mouth has meaning. Congratulations! Won the lottery. What? Sikong Jing, the spirit of the king, is flourishing. The struggle is becoming more intense. Just click, with a crisp sound echoing. His eyes instantly froze. Yi Feng bit through the neck with one swift motion. Died. The esteemed eldest daughter of the Sikong family, arrogant and overbearing Sikong Jing, like a chick, crushed to death, slash, the body of Sikong Jing, like garbage, thrown on the ground. Yi Feng then turned his gaze. Look at Yi Long, grinning widely, and this smile, the smile of a demon. It made Yi Long's hair stand on end. Hair countdown. Yi Feng, if you really want to kill me, for the sake of our kin, just give me a break. Yi Long knew he was destined to die. Now I just seek a quick and painless death. Refreshing. Okay, I promise you. Yi Feng smiled lightly. Just this smile, so bloodthirsty, so brutal. I will peel your skin off, pulling your tendons. I'll crush your bones, digging into your heart. This is dead. Are you satisfied? Episode 100. Dark Lolita. What? When Yi Long heard Yi Feng's chilling voice, the whole person shuddered violently. I'll peel your skin off, pull out your tendons, chop your bones to pieces, digging into your heart. This guy actually came for real. At this moment, Yi Long, I just feel a tingling sensation on my scalp. In his eyes, Yi Feng is a complete devil. But don't die like this. Yi Long's soul has perished. At this moment, I don't want to think at all. Facilitate biting the tongue to commit suicide. Click. Just at that moment, a big hand suddenly grabbed his mouth. A slight twist. He removed his chin. This moment, even if he bites his tongue to death, it's hard to achieve. Oh no, Yi Long was going crazy. Now he is. Not even the ability to commit suicide. Being fish and meat, people are tools for others. At this moment, Yi Feng's voice, once again it resounded. Colluding with outsiders, Tumo family industry. You are doomed. As a junior, depression is a side effect of karma. The corpse-eating clan. You are doomed. Slay the same kin. Like cutting grass and weeds. Extinction of humanity. You should die. You deserve to die. Yifeng stared intensely at Yi Long. Every sentence. All made Yi Long feel like he was falling into an abyss. Since that's the case, then die. Finished speaking. Yifeng grabbed Yi Long's skin tightly. And then, ate. The sound of the saint being torn apart echoed. The entire flesh and blood on Yi Long's body, torn apart by him. In an instant, the 7 grains cry out in despair, echoed throughout the entire courtyard. A roar like that of a slaughtered pig, filled with boundless fear and despair. Everyone witnessed the scene of the saint, feeling a tingle all over my scalp. And the people of the Yi family, one by one on their faces, all gleamed with deep satisfaction. Even Yi Yunjin. The same goes for that. If it weren't for Yifeng, Yi Long had long been the embodiment of lethal eyes. Executed all the Yi family members. Let the Yi tribe be annihilated. For such garbage, they will have no mercy at all. Mysterious scene. On stage, even the ghost head humpback. Seeing that bloody scene, my eyelids are twitching uncontrollably. He finally understood. Your new master. Such a ruthless heart. Especially those devilish tactics. He was the most vicious one he had ever seen. It lasted a full half-hour. Not eating. When a piercing sensation penetrates the body. A voice came through. Yi Long was completely immersed. The ground where I fell with a thud. He was completely immersed. No longer in human form. The terror in those eyes was desperate, as if seeing a ghost. Especially at this moment, he looked at Yifeng, or say, looking at Yifeng's hand. One's own heart. Devil, you are the devil. Yi Long's eyes were filled with deep terror, completely frozen. For him at this moment, the most terrifying thing in life, it is to be enemies with Yifeng. Dead. The prestigious first heir of the Yi family, the young master of the Green Dragon, one of the 4 young masters, died a tragic death. All members of the Yi family are skilled at playing 5-line music. They are mourning for their deceased loved ones. The great revenge is achieved. Enough to close my eyes. At that moment, Yifeng's gaze shifted, staring straight at the Sikkim family, the last elder. Splash. The old man trembled all over, collapsed to the ground, on the weathered old face, full of bittersweet smiles. Mr. Yi, I have never killed a single member of the Yi family. Please spare me a way to live. The old man had feelings for Yifeng. It was sheer terror at its peak. He had never seen such a terrifying person. One could even say, this is simply inhumane. Hearing the words of the elder, old clan leader Yifeng Chen, hurry and find him. Old Mr. Yifeng is right. He has never killed a single member of the Yi family. Instead, they kept advising Sikong Tuo, I want to save our Yi family. Just let him go. Yifeng heard these words. Dabbed. Indeed. Before, no matter if it's the evil old man, wait for yourself to take action. Later on, Sikong Tuo shouted at himself. This ancient one never showed malice towards oneself. Yifeng is a demon, but only kill those who should be killed. All right, you can leave now. Yifeng's calm voice let the ancient one feel relieved. He wiped it off, wiped the cold sweat from his forehead. That's when I realized. I don't know when it happened to my back, already drenched in sweat, as if just returning from the gates of hell. It feels like I've taken a lap. Immediately following that, It seems like something has come to mind." The elder hesitated slightly, then walked to the corpse of Sikon Tuo, took a look around, finally took out a golden card. This card is extremely unique and luxurious, as if made of gold, inlaid like diamonds, and on the card, engraved with the two large characters Sikon, elder, at this moment the golden card. "Hand it to Yi Feng," said respectfully, "Mr. Yi, this is the order from the head of the Sikon family. Please take care of it." Yi Feng frowned, looking at the elder, somewhat puzzled. "Mr. Yi, this time the upper echelon of the Sikon family. Almost everyone perished because of this person. I am the only one left. I returned to Jiangbei, can only reselect the Sikon family with the family hierarchy," the elder said at this point. A bitter smile crept at the corners of my mouth. "This matter this time. It is entirely the fault of my Sikon family. So, to express our apologies. In the future, the Sikon family, you are merely a vassal family of the Yi family. As soon as the Yi family gives the command, the vassal family of the Yi family, Sikon family, I obey your commands. Fayang family." Upon hearing this, all members of the Yi family trembled. Fayang family, that is just a subordinate family of the main household. The host family can allocate freely the manpower and industries of the vassal family. In other words, the future of the Sikon aristocracy, it is almost equivalent to a branch of the Yi family, especially since they know, with the Sikon family, then the Yi family has definitely surpassed. By family and Gong family, becoming the foremost family of the Jiang clan. This instantly made all the Yi family members extreme ecstasy. Unlike many members of the Yi family, Yi Fengchen, Yi Yunchen, and others, it is one by one. Looking at Yi Feng with a complex expression, they know the reason the elder did this. It's all for Yi Feng. The elder wanted to involve the Sikon family, climbing Yi Peak. "Mr. Yi, from now on, you are the supreme patriarch of the Sikon family. As long as you give the command, we, the Sikon family, the entire clan will surely fall." The elder finished speaking, facing Yi Feng deeply indebted to his merits. Only then did they turn and leave. Seeing this scene, Yi Feng just held the family master token, casually stuffed it into his pocket. Regarding the title of the Grand Master, he doesn't care at all. What he is most concerned about now, it is the organization where Gui Tu Tuo is located. It seems I understand what Yi Feng is thinking. Gui Tu Tuo's whole body trembled. "Hurry up and say it. Master, the young master has already embraced the darkness, renamed as Dark Night. Not only that, the young master changed his name to Yi Chuan. As for the 3 kings and the 5 ghosts among them, the remaining 4 people, and the remaining 12 major families, in the future the master will surely meet. Yi Chuan." When I heard this name, Yi Feng felt a warmth in his heart, although we have only met once. But that little girl has completely lost themselves. I treated you like my closest person. What was Xuan called before? Yi Feng asked curiously. Upon hearing this, the body of the ghostly head, a violent tremor, seemingly filled with extreme fear, said in a trembling voice, "The young master was formerly known as Dark Weakness. Level 101. Perhaps, should we kill it? In the blink of an eye, 3 days' time, silently passing by. In these 3 days, Yi Feng goes to work every day. In the blur of the school playground, cultivation, quietly flying fast. Afternoon, after school, Yi Feng walked quietly on the road. His footsteps are slow. but the speed, yet incredibly fast. Kilala, leaves flutter down one by one. Just the leaves, not yet floating onto Yifeng. It felt as if pierced by countless sharp blades, shattered into fragments, as if around Yifeng's body, hiding countless handles. Invisible blade, touch and you die, touch it and you will perish. This scene, if an ordinary person saw it, it will definitely leave countless jaws dropped. Commoner district. As Yifeng walked to the outskirts, rural urban fringe, the footsteps suddenly stopped. Not far ahead. It is the civilian district of Jiang City, and Anxi lived there. It's been 2 days since I've seen this little girl. Yifeng thought of Anxi, towards the present moment, walking towards a dilapidated barrel-shaped building. Just as Yifeng approached, then they heard a quarrel. Anxi, I tell you, don't be so shameless. Si Shao is not. Can you afford to offend? He invites you to dinner. It's to give you face. A man's voice was heard, containing anger to the point of death. Hearing this, Anxi's voice, but it came. Don Can, you go back and tell him. I won't go eat with him. Let him give up on this hope. Don Can. Yifeng was taken aback, but did not expect. You will encounter this guy. Don Can. Just immediately after that, John Kang's voice, it rang out. Anxi, I'll tell you. I am now. It's no longer called Zhang Kang. I acknowledged the fourth young master as my elder brother. Mr. C is my godfather. I am now called the Four Strong. Final Four. Yifeng did not expect. John Kang sought to curry favor with the influential. He even changed his own surname. This is just the beginning. Immediately after that, John Kang said loudly, Anxi, you don't understand at all. The forces behind the four families are terrifying. I tell you, Mr. C is about to become the head of a super wealthy family from another province, and the four young masters about to become the head of the Shao family. When the time comes, even if it's the Bai family, the big shots of the Wang family, when meeting the fourth young master, one must bow their head to speak. John Kang said, at this moment, with a face full of pride, Anxi, I advise you to leave quickly that worthless illegitimate child. Si Shao, only then is your true home. Wasteful illegitimate child. After hearing John Kang's words, Ban, a crisp slap echoed. Suddenly, John Kang was completely lost in a dream. How dare you hit me? John Kang covered his face, staring at Anxi with disbelief. He never expected. This gentle and obedient commoner's joke unexpectedly slapped herself. The tranquillity of Anxi at this moment. The face was extremely sullen. Fuse of anger. Don Can, I'll tell you. No one can scold my brother Yifeng. You, not allowed. Anyone, not possible either. But Zhang Qiang heard in Zai, unexpectedly so protective of Yifeng. Her complexion suddenly changed. It was dark to the extreme. Bud, this stinky woman, you dare to hit me? Watch how I teach you a lesson. Zhang Qiang was burning with rage. Raise your palm now. He wanted to slap the twisted face of Anxi, and a crisp slap echoed. Anxi was stunned, because of him, unscathed. Zhang, yet with a slap, he was sent flying several meters up the mountain. This, Anxi Zhen. He then realized, unbeknownst to me when, a slender figure, already blocking in front of oneself. Yifeng, brother Yifeng, on Anxi's lifted face, instantly filled with overwhelming surprise. He didn't expect. I will meet my brother Yifeng here." And when seeing Yifeng, Zhang Qiang's expression, with a swish, extremely ugly. "Yifeng, it's actually you." In Zhang Qiang's gaze, filled with deep resentment. Since the last time he is in class 2 of senior year 3, Yifeng hypnotized Gongwu and the others. After giving Zhang Qiang a harsh lesson, Zhang Qiang never went to class again. He has been trying hard, flattering Xixiao, one of the 4 young masters. Until these past few days, he was just recognized as a sworn brother by Xixiao. Again recognized Mr. C as my godfather. The name was changed to Sikang. Originally, Zhang Qiang believed that current identity and status as far surpassed Yifeng. However, I never expected it. This bastard. How dare you slap yourself? Thinking of this, Zhang Qiang was furious with embarrassment. A ghoul rises up, pointing at Yifeng's nose. Dashen scolded loudly. "Little bastard, how dare you hit me? Do you know who am I now? I am now called Si Kang. You hit me. It means it's equal to less silk. You're finished. I want to make your life worse than death." Zhang Qiang's face was filled with malice. Looking at Zhang Qiang's fingers, Yifeng's lips curled into a chilling smile. "To be honest, I hate it the most. Someone is pointing at me." Upon hearing these words, Zhang Qiang was taken aback. Immediately after, the malice on the face, becoming more intense. "HMPH, you are just a useless, illegitimate child. I am pointing at you. What can you do?" Speaking, Zhang Qiang's fingers, he wanted to point at Yifeng again. Just at that moment, swish, a strange black light swept by. Zhang Qiang instantly, "I feel my arm is empty." And then in him, in a gaze filled with horror, his arm. They unexpectedly fell down together. Zhang Qiang was taken aback. A sudden sound broke through, a scream like that of a slaughtered pig. Disconnected. His forearm. "Kai Kai er doin'." Not only that, Yifeng's cold voice. Following that, "You point at me." "I don't think so. Cannot do it. I can only break one of your arms." This cold and eerie remark. Suddenly it made Zhang Qiang. I shivered all over. A tremendous pain, sweeping through Zhang Qiang's entire body, let him tremble all over, as if sifting chaff, and he looked at Yifeng with his gaze, increasing fear and anger. "Yifeng, how dare you break my arm? You're finished. You're dead meat. I want you dead." Zhang Qiang resented Yifeng to the utmost, especially felt that crazy, intense pain. He wishes he could tear Yifeng's body into pieces. Upon hearing this, Yifeng's lips curled up. "To be honest, I don't like it when others threaten me either. If you say one more word, leave your head behind too. Leave the head as well." This sentence, extremely dull, but it fell on Zhang Qiang's ears, as if it were coming from hell. Let his soul be lost forever. He looked at Yifeng. "Without a doubt, if I say one more thing, this guy really dared to kill oneself." Thinking of this, Zhang Qiang's complexion was ashen. "Okay, Yifeng, you are ruthless. Let's wait and see." After saying this, Zhang Qiang's resentment and bitterness. He glanced at Yifeng. He brought along his 2 sidekicks. Fleeing in panic, Zhang Qiang's 2 lackeys, already scared silly, until Zhang Qiang ran a long way out. The 2 suddenly felt a shiver run through their bodies. Reacting, they looked at Yifeng. It's like watching a devil. With a face full of terror, they chased after Zhang Qiang, watching the 3 of them flee in panic. In Yifeng's gaze, Searing flicker. Perhaps we should kill it. The eerie voice fell. A wave of demonic energy instantly dispersed towards the strong lightning darting forward. Episode 102. The pit has been dug. It's time to bury the body. Kangji, is this how it ends? When have we ever suffered such a great loss? Yes. Kangji, your arm can't connect anymore. In the future, I fear that. On top of a sedan, two little followers said to Zhongqiang. Zhongqiang at this moment on his arm. Blood continues to flow. His complexion was as white as paper. Sweat beads the size of small hats, continuously dripping down. His eyes were filled with intense madness and contention. Forget it. Impossible. Zhang Qiang is now facing Yifen. I hate it to the extreme. The face is filled with boundless resentment. This little bastard. It turned me into a cripple. Then I want him dead. Speaking, the malice on Zhang Qiang's face. More intense. Not only does he have to die, and Zai actually dared to refuse Sisao, he will die too. Finished speaking, Zhang Qiang said to one of his followers, "Call my uncle. Execute the second plan set by the cleaning team." Second plan. Upon hearing this, the faces of the two followers instantly filled with deep sarcasm. Yes, Tiangji, one of the followers chuckled, dialed a number, called over, and looking at the civilian area outside the car window, Zhang Qiang's lips curled. A chilling, eerie smile spread across. Yifan, today I will make you understand the consequences of offending me. We have old grievances and resentments. Let's calculate together. It seems I thought of something. Yifeng's tragic end. Zhang Qiang's lips, the smile grew even more intense. Just, he didn't see it. At that moment, a streak of black magic energy silently slipped into the car, and then